Although, hang on, why is... Huh. Why is my audio set... Hang on, why does it look like I'm peaking heavily? What the heck? Hold up. Did I accidentally bump the... maybe I had something bump that. Ugh. Okay. Well, might have to do some adjustments on the fly then. Okay. Testing? Yeah, that should be fine. Huh. Must have hit the dial on my sound... Well, must have hit the dial on the mic stuff. Okay. I'll just turn it up that way. I think I can just adjust via software now. Should be stable enough. Let me... That... I am a professional. I am the most professional, clearly. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are live, and we've got plenty to see to after having seen to plenty offline. So, hello Gray, hello Gilgamesh. So, let's just talk to what I've been up to. Because first things first, I've been a bit busy. Mostly cooped up at home because the office I work out of has been out of commission, but you know what? Able to get all the classes upgraded. As far as soul hacker skills, I've also reached the point where there's only a pair of skills left, both of which require me to just knock over monsters. So, I drafted a team that I think should work well enough as just a generic option, so the only difference being is that I'll eventually put Noah on Gunslinger. But for now, he can just work on the two remaining skills that need to be worked on, and we'll let that be that. So, should make for a grand old time, I hope. Apart from that, is there anything more that needs to be said? Let's see. Also worked on some colony affinity, and, well, I'll talk more about the Archsage Gauntlet once we get further in. So, we'll see if the team I drafted ends up doing okay. Before we get too far along with that, since that I'm relatively close to here anyway, I wanted to double check over here. I'm wondering if I can do anything with these now. Also, is audio fine? I'm running in... Well, just want to make sure after I accidentally hit something earlier. Ooh ho ho ho! Mibomi feels cheer from hearing. Even names sound so cool. Ouroboros, and fun to say. Ouroboros. Yeah. Okay, why is... Let's turn that back down. That should not be so high. Okay. Maybe this earlier setting was fine. Well, I'll keep tampering with it. With power like that, anything seems possible. Yeah, turn it down even more. There we go. It's true, but you know, this power has a very clearly defined purpose. Sounds fine? Well, it looked like I was... Okay, yeah, it looks like I'm peaking occasionally is the thing. Unless the vent up ahead is going haywire and adding to things. It seems like it's peaking on my side, but... Oh well. I'll just adjust it down a bit further. I can look at it offline. Whoa, so cool! Next time Mibomi need to chase away ruffian roughnecks, should blast eardrums with Mega Spinning Edge! Why? Oh, I can't stop you, I suppose. Though I'd appreciate it if you come up with a different move name. Phew, that's some top-notch tale-telling. As thanks, Mibomi will hand over closely guarded treasure. Are you sure that's okay? Treasure now belong to Mibomi, as per rights of squatter, so probably no problem. And friend of Mibomi not even notice. Some guardian you turned out to be. It's really not thing worth worry. Friend is sure to return bringing even more, fresher treasure. Uh-huh. Well, if you're sure, love, don't mind if we do. Once again, we are of one mind. Why does it look like I'm peeking here? Okay, come on. I'm gonna keep hitting it until I'm happy with it. Mibomi is cheerleading friends on Journey of Friends. If friends ever happen to remember about Mibomi, please do come back and share thrilling tales. Mibomi always waiting. Alright. Very well. So when I'm using Sword Fighter, I can use the Aegis now. Well, at least Pyra's version. I'm assuming this will be similar. I should have most of these at this point. Meh, that's interesting idea. Then Mibomi also becomes stronger if Kickbash something together out of origin shards? Well, apparently you can only work with them with an ultimate hammer. And you need a lot of time and skill to master it too. Oh ho ho ho! But that only make it 10 times cooler! Ibomi decided we'll henceforth rename our own favorite old pickaxe to Ultimate Pickaxe. Right. Tales of friends have filled Mibomi with wanderlust for many far-off and distant places. Mibomi wanna hit the road also. Well, when's your friend coming back? Mibomi not have foggiest. Friend just foist this mountain of loot on Mibomi and go off to have fun. Meh, this reminds Mibomi, must reward friends. Please to take the treasure of friends of Mibomi, and please not to feel inkling of remorse. Alrighty. Mibomi is cheerleading friends on Journey of Friends. Alrighty, so now we've got that version as well. I believe I should be good as far as this one as well, right? Since I'm taking on all the super bosses. And then what friends do next? Well, that's... Oh wait, that's Taion. Well, that's... I'd have to think about that. Need full lowdown? Oh. Okay. Okay then. I have to go a little further than that, eh? Alright. Alright, let's just make sure we knock out these while we're at it. There we are. Okay. Sure. Next on the chopping block, let's take a look-see. What else did I have listed? Oh yeah, I wanted to... I'll go grab that another time. Once I'm not super low level. Okay, I wanted to also check on the Armus. I don't think too much time has passed out in the world. But, well, enough to trigger the... Well, actually, yeah, it looks like it hasn't yet. Let's just double check real quick. I don't think enough time outside of the game has passed for there to be a difference yet, as I've been principally spending my time over the last few days within the Archsage, well, within the challenge area. So we'll see what we find. Yep, not ready yet. Alright, in that case, we'll head to the city for what I've got next on the chopping block. Let's move on to side quests. Let's see. Alright, so there's some info I need to gather. I believe I might already have a piece of it, but let me go confirm that. I know it needs to rain for Armus, but I wasn't sure if it had rained in the time I had spent offline. Let's see, did you see the Star Wars thing I posted in Discord? Yes, I'll need to look into it. Alright, so how much do I need to go hunting? Okay, so there's still one more I need to find somewhere around here.
I'm all refreshed and ready to take on the world.
I guess while we're in the neighborhood, we may as well go grab the side quest over here. I'm pretty sure it's related to the kids, but hey, may as well while we're at it, right? Does it sound cool? I will have to look into it. Depends on what they do with it, I suppose. Nice idea, though. Hey, if it isn't our favorite. Yeah! Run! Uh-huh. Eh? What? What are you running off for? I assume there's something they don't want us to know about. Okay, this does look a bit shifty. So, are they up to something nefarious? What are you asking me for? How should I know? Obligatory you know everything? He's right. We should ask Shiner and the others directly. We better get after him then. No one outruns Lightning Lance. Is that your name, really? Oh, don't go running off like an idiot. It's not a competition. Let's go nice and easy. Alright, we'll take a look at that later. Sure. Where to find the remaining talking things? Oop, someone I can talk to. May as well while we're here. I'm pretty close to maxing out city affinity. I made it back to the city, but it's still hard for me to believe when I wake up every morning. Maybe it's because I'm not back in the old room that I used to have before I went away. My old room. My grandfather wound up giving it to a Nopon that he adopted.
I see some relations have
Really?
changed.
That's random. I wanted to go to Origin with Gondor and the others, but now it seems I've a child to worry about, so I left the Lost Numbers. A child? That's really good news for you, right? Congratulations! Thank you. I'll just have to leave it to you to make the world safe for me and my family. I'm counting on you. We promise. Thoughts on the cameo outfits? Do you think they fit? Yeah, they work well enough. Alright, just gonna ignore the quest marker, put Noah in Shulk's clothes and give him the Monado. I need to work on Soul Hacker with him right now. Oh, that looks like it's important. Is this what I need? I mean, not see Colony 15 friends so much recently. Oh, this is unrelated. I imagine they ultimately found it too difficult to live here and moved elsewhere. Oh.
And now we know things.
Well, we know something at least. I don't know if we know anything useful yet. I guess we'll have to see. Sure. I wonder where the final bit of info I need for... Let's see. Oh, may as well talk to you while I'm out here. What do you have to say? Plain, you're not looking too good. My mother heard about what happened with Torto and the others. She was absolutely furious with me. I'm sure she was. Your mother is Timna, right? But you're a pretty big deal, even among the Lost Numbers, aren't you? Well, that's one thing. This is another. Amongst all the heads of the 6 houses, she's the one that I'd least like to get it in the ear from.
I see some relations have changed.
Guess we'll have to see how that plays out in due course. Where is the... Ooh, what's this? Is this what I'm looking for? I'll tell you what, it's quite something to see Romero going around with a frown. It certainly is, considering he was banging on for months about how he was getting married. Alright, actually, since you'll probably keep asking until I do so, I did put him into the throwback with a different color, but honestly, I guess it works for Noah, but I think this color scheme works better for him. I think it matches, but I think it makes a nicer contrast with Noah's darker hair. It's also why I put Lance in a different coloration than just Ryan's outfit. Well, that was more just to be more uniform, but either way. Alrighty.
I think we need to discuss this.
I guess Romero and Julieta probably haven't been able to get married yet. Yeah, if they had, Romero would have given us a whole speech about it. I can see it now. There's a reason you brought those two up. I heard Julieta's been seen all over the city lately, that's all. I think she might be trying to get their wedding approved somehow. Ah, so she's the one jumping through hoops this time. Romero was so fired up about it too. Is it really so hard to get married? It seems like the problem concerns more than just the two of them, so it must be. If you're worried about them, we could always ask around and see how they're doing. I'd feel a bit bad if Romero did himself a mischief while we weren't watching. There's probably something we can do to help anyway, Mimi. You're right. Let's see if anyone knows what's going on with Romero and Julieta then. Alright, let's go hunting. Set Mio to Life Sage? That is tempting.
Come on.
Okay, so we've got a couple points we need to tap. And it looks like they're still showing the points where the kids are, which makes sense. Although, what did I assign Mio to? Oh right, I gave her Lapidaris because I wanted to be cheeky. I'll talk about... Well, actually, I may as well show that off, because... Eventually, I'm gonna have Gunslinger for... for Noah. So I thought, okay. When looking up guides for Archsage Gauntlets, I came... Well, let's see, I think it's... Where is it? Here it is. So, boosting all allies' crit rate and crit damage by a substantial amount seemed worth it to me. Even if I don't get as much direct healing. Although, we'll see how the battles end up going. I could always throw life stage on just for the sake of survivability. Romero, do you know what's going on with Giulietta? It's you. Your timing's great as ever. Yes! Is everything alright? Why, Giulietta's joined the numbers lost. Wait, what? And so, at our next skirmish, she'll be there. I must persuade my boss to let me go. My only wish is that we fight as one. Her unit's being briefed precisely now at Centridge Harbor. Would you intervene? You didn't stop her from joining up? Why, yes, at first, of course, I did protest. Then thought to let her follow her own dreams. We'll do our best for you. What, did she think that it made more sense to... If she couldn't end up with the lost numbers, she'd just... Well, if the lost numbers were a big deal, she'd just join them? Was that the logic here? I guess we'll have to see once we talk to her, I suppose. Off we go. Thoughts on each of their outfits and colors? Some fit better than others. I've chosen what I prefer, but... Although I don't think I've done exact matches on all of them. Alrighty, so just down this way. Can you tell it's been a while since I've stepped down here? Shoo! So that's our strategy. Stand by until we deploy. Understood. You, stay focused. The battle's already started. Remember that. Yes, Mom! Yep, voice like a squawer. Psst, Giulietta! Oh, it's you again. When did you sign up with the Lost Numbers? The very day that followed when we met, when poor Romero came to seek my hand. In fact, since I was but a tiny girl, I've wanted to be like our Monica. But whoa, my father wouldn't let me join. He said the soldier's life was not for me. But now I'm older, and it's past the time when I should act upon my own desires. Do Garrett and Romero know? Why, no. So keep it deadly secret if you please. Well, we know Romero knows, but never mind that. I'm thinking when this coming fight is done, I'll tell them everything that's on my mind. Keep this up and your first battle will be nothing to worry about. Yes, Mom. You showed a lot of promise even when I was teaching you. I'm expecting great things. Huh? Are you here to help as well? We're after something pretty huge, so you'd be a big help. What are you going for? Yeah, can't speak today apparently. We're going to obtain growth modules. She's an excellent soldier, but Giulietta doesn't have combat experience yet. I think it'd be good for her if you came along. This is, without a doubt, going to end in combat. Romero's not gonna make it in time, is he? We should go in his place then, to make sure Giulietta doesn't do anything reckless. Kabata, we're in. I knew you would be. Okay, so the plan's simple. We attack the Kavezi transport Levnis that's carrying the cage. We'll stage the attack at the base of the Great Sword, in the Nom wetlands. Now you can join either the vanguard or the rear guard. Which will it be? We'll take the vanguard. We'll be able to pull off a pincer maneuver with Giulietta. Wait, we're accompanying Giulietta? I was thinking, oh, vanguard so we can take the brunt of it, but okay. Okay, let's get moving. Hopefully I won't regret that. I've just sent you the rendezvous point. We'll head out to the attack point. You come along as soon as you're ready, yeah? Got it. Well, we've fallen on our feet here. Better we do this than Romero anyway. You might be right. Okay, let's keep Giulietta safe and get this done.
I see some relations have changed.
Alrighty then. Let's see, it'll probably be faster to fast travel over to that, I would imagine. Yep. Off we go. Okay.
Good thing we found this.
Sure. What's this gonna entail? Ah, there you are. Come over here to me. Our target's passing through now. I see it. There it is. Anytime now. Ready? Now! Alright, let's get in there.
Weapons out, guys! It's do or die!
Okay, let's get them. And blam. Okay, that's one down. Probably better to deal with the small fry since I don't have anything special on me. Jeez, you're already inflicting daze properly? Nice. Okay, so taunt forces us on this guy, but not a problem. Nice. Can you tell I've fought a few Kabesi? Are you on hard mode? Yes, I am. Whoa. There's your answer. There we go. Come on. And done. Cool. Wow, Julietta aced that. We didn't need to worry about her at all. Too right. And we've got it. Well done, team. Let's get this bad boy back. Yes, Mom. I'll issue your rewards over at Centridge Harbor. I wouldn't hang around this place for too long. Understood. Alrighty then. Well, here, just to make... Well, if it puts your mind at ease, I'll go ahead and... Let's see... Yep, we're good. Just making sure... Alrighty. Actually, hang on, we're same map, we're fine. Just need to jump back over here. Let's take a look. And Ramirez here as a... Julietta, why on Ionios would you become a soldier behind my back? My father, don't you know the reason why? Alright, I'll play along. You kept it quiet because you knew I'd oppose you? You knew I'd put a stop to your half-baked willfulness? Your debut fight. I heard you did well. What? Daughter or not, I've got to draw the line. You're hereby disowned from House Doyle. What? Wait, was that her objective? But, sir, did you not hear a word she said? And Julietta, please, you must... It's fine. Romero, see, we'll keep the city safe. Together, unencumbered by a house. My Julietta, darling, yes, of course. Yeah, now you figure it out. Here, let me pay you back for all the help you've been. You're the one who split the beans to... You're the one who spilled the beans to Garrett, aren't you? Yes, that was me. I couldn't keep it quiet. I can't just go bringing noble daughters of the Six Houses to battle, can I? Wait, you mean... I got permission this time. Really? Wait, was this... I wish Garrett would just give his blessing. Is this some 3D chess maneuver from Garrett?
I see some relations have changed.
Ooh. Maxed out affinity for the city. Nice. Huh. Part of me wonders if this is intentional, but hard to say for certain. Yeah, well. Either way, anything important I need to see to in chat? Let's see, just a comment on... Well, just a comment on the outfit for Tyon. Yeah, I may as well show that off real quick. Honestly... Let's see... Honestly, feels... I don't know, it feels off to me, but... Maybe it's just because I'm not used to seeing it on Taion. No matter. If not 3D chess, then 4D chess? Hard to say. Either way. Sure. Next one will require us to stop by Colony 9. So, we'll go ahead and, let's see, I think I want the barracks as well so that I can tamper with character level. Actually, it's not too far away, although I'll need to drop Xeon's level for what's coming up next. If not, let's see. Yeah, I think I already read that one. We're good. Okay.
Better make sure we're well rested.
Let's bounce.
Okay, it looks like I might need to go to a different one, but that's okay. Give me a second.
We'll make it. All of us.
You're taking your sweet time loading the music in. And I guess any camp will do. Bring Melia along? I'm pretty sure that I need Xeon for this quest explicitly.
Let's make the most of our break, guys.
I have Xeon listed as the hero I need to bring along, so I'm gonna default to this one. If it turns out we don't need him, I can always tamper with things later. Alright, I think I'll be fine otherwise. I do like the idea of bringing Melia in for some of these, but...
Nothing left behind? Okay.
Cool. Now. Let's see. It is not the new inspector. It's a quest that we need to do some info gathering at Colony 9 first. Maybe for the new inspector we could bring Melia along. That could be funny. What's that you're looking at? Data from the Cadencia region. Yup. Iris asked me to find the data for her. I wonder if that's what I'm looking for. Well, let's go find out.
Tyon, would you have a minute? I'd like to discuss agronomy.
All right. We can discuss this on our next break over some herbal tea.
Interesting.
Let's make the most of our
Okay,
break, guys.
cool. Alrighty. Is this what we need?
Let's
Looks
lay out the
promising.
facts.
So, about Iris. Seems like she hasn't gone back to Colony 9 in forever. First I've heard of it. What else has been going on while I've been away? That's worrying. No one has any idea. Not in the slightest. Looks like she up and left in Alevnis, so that narrows it down.
How inconvenient.
Yeah. I think she's probably okay, but... if she's taken Alevnis out, then she might mean to bring back something big. Maybe she needs to travel a great distance. What business would she have outside Colony 9? Either way, we're gonna go find her, right? What if she's in trouble? Come on, hup, let's go. Yeah. Ah! That's right, she said something about the soil on Hope's Rest. Hope's Rest? There's nothing there anymore. Should we check around the prison? Let's see if we can find her. Okay, this is not the one I was looking for, but... okay. At least I know I don't need to go looking for info at Colony 9 for that one either. It was this one I believe I needed. Everyone's talking up the spongy spuds. They're mouth-watering even if you just steam them. Didn't I say they were delicious? You look well made up. Not surprised, you got teary-eyed just from eating them raw. Not just that. We can reliably raise a sizable yield without much difficulty. This has put a lot of minds at ease. I think it's safe to say spongy spuds are the key to Colony 9's survival. The whole colony seems much brighter now. Everyone's getting a go of working in the fields. When people are less anxious, they're less prone to confrontation too. I just wish we had a similar way to reduce inter-colony hostilities. Don't we? Maybe we should give it a try. Give what a try exactly? Let's try spreading spongy spuds to other colonies. They'd solve food shortages and maybe help a little with the tension and anxiety of the war. Colony 9 certainly works as a successful test model, but are you sure this is going to work? We'll do our best to make it work. Hunger makes it hard to think rationally. It eats away at the heart. We need to free people from that anguish. And let's get going. Spread the good news of the spongy spud. Ah, boy. We can't waste any time. I'll call some friends. We'll continue this conversation in the Colony 9 Commander's office. Alright, this is the one I was looking for. Alrighty. Oh, actually, yeah, I'll need to check that later. But we'll keep it on topic for now.
And ready to take on the world.
Alrighty.
Time to eat then, no?
Actually, you know what? We do need to set a
make the
meal
most of our
effect.
break, guys.
What do we get here? You know what? I'll take that.
Delicious.
Given the circumstances, this is probably
Has everybody had their fill?
the ideal one for me at this point, especially if I'm to keep working on the colony affinity grind.
Let's go.
Alrighty, that'll do. Sure. Hey, Kite. What's up? If you're here about the fields... Fields? Are you saying this colony grows its food supplies rather than processing them in a plant? Who's this? Oh, the castle inspector's back again. It looked like Kite remembered him. Shut up. Well, what do you want? Oh wait, is this a different quest? Sorry for dropping in unannounced. The thing is this a different quest? And that's about the long and short of it. So could you tell us about how Colony 9 has been doing, with the fields and all? Yeah, why not? Oh, you don't need me to go that far. If I could just take a look at the fields, that would be fine. To find the fields, go out down the slope toward the back entrance, then straight across the bridge, and they're on your left. Thank you. Well, I'll be off then. Hey, don't just... Sorry, we'll talk again soon. This is a different quest? Yeah, okay. This is a different quest, isn't it? Let's see, what was that related to? The new inspector? Eep. Ah, okay, that's gonna take a while. Yeah, definitely bring Melia for that one. Alright, now the more pressing concern. So, as we discussed earlier, we want to teach other colonies how to grow spongy spuds. Count me in. Conflicts over food supply are tragic. If there's anything we can do to help ease them, we should. I guess places with poor weather or bad crops would do us a favor. Looks like nobody objects. I mean, this is great and all, but how are you going to do it? You can't just hand over a spud and call it done. You're right. We'll need people to be able to teach on-site. I'd like Roald and Kite to take care of that. Work with the people in charge. Listen to what they want. Will do. We'll need to suss out the best colonies for cultivation and discuss things with the leaders. But the most important thing right now is the soil. Ah, yeah, the soil needs earthworm wood, right? I've done some analysis on that front. Colony 4 and Colony Mu fulfill the geological criteria. 2 locations. That'll be tricky for the teachers to handle. How about we narrow it down to 1 right now, as a test case? Why don't you pick who will approach first? Let's see... I'm assuming we'll get to both eventually, right? I had canon that before Xenoblade 3 Xeon was the son of a farmer? It's possible. I guess it depends on how things turned out with... What sort of farming stuff do the High-Entia have, I wonder? Although before this game, we didn't see a whole lot of High-Entia outside of the ones that would look more like unis, so perhaps it was a commoner we never encountered? It's possible. Or it could just be a recessive gene that showed up once that everybody was half-Entia. Hard to say. No matter. Still, given that Mew has plenty to worry about with Armus, I think it personally makes more sense to go to 4 first. But, they're about equidistant given the circumstances. We'll just choose one randomly. Is that your final answer? Okay, actually, I'm curious. I'm assuming we get to go to both eventually, but... Maybe he's quarter Hyantia? That's possible. Alright, it looks like... Looks like it probably is mutually exclusive. Let's see, are they mutually exclusive? Well, let's see. Well, just begun. I suppose it would end up in both places eventually, given the circumstances. Chat, you have a vote? I'm just gonna go with Colony 4 otherwise, but because I think that would make the most sense. Because Colony Mew already has their hands full caring for Armus, so... I think I'm gonna go with 4. Any objections? Alright, I know I have a decent stream delay on this, but yeah, it's probably fine. Let's see, what else is chat up to? Pre-release, there were theories that Uni was related to Melia. It wasn't true. This was something discussed during the first trailer. Yeah, I can see why people would think that given the circumstances, although body type's fairly different. Shrug? Alright. We'll go with 4 then. Okay, let's go and talk to the resource pods with Xeon. Appreciated, mates. I hope this works. Yeah, because I think 4 is the one who would need a lifeline for this.
A potato with the power to change hearts. Now that's a tuber to tout.
Oh, stop it. Oh, you're not who I wanted to talk to. Alright, how are you doing? Whoa, hard to believe it was Her Majesty that saved our hides back there. I really wish I'd talked to her a bit more. Such a waste. Yeah. Okay. Colony 4. And there's the quest marker. Yeah, man. And to be fair, new area. Shouldn't be surprised.
This smell.
Nope, we've already got one. We're fine, Xeon. Let's move.
The soil's not too acidic. And it looks to be getting enough moisture.
Incredible. Your eyes are literally shining.
You now know why Xeon is nicknamed Potato Boy. Too bad you can't say it with the same, with the same zeal as Monado Boy! But, no matter. Solon, can we talk to you? What's up? I see. And you call them spongy spuds? People can be a little wary about foods they're not familiar with. You think it'll be hard to convince them? No. Our colony is battling food shortages right now. If this can take us a tiny bit closer to solving that, then I'd love you to teach us how to grow them. Could you give us some time to consider? Yes. Thank you, yes. Let's get back to Colony 9. Well, that was quick. May as well talk to you real quick as well. When the flame clock was smashed, our whole world changed, and in a big way. It sounds strange to say, but the fact that we all got to witness this revolution was a great honor, I think. And by way of returning that honor, I and everyone here at Colony 4 will offer up all of our strength in the battle that you face. We couldn't be more reassured. Naturally, we'll do our best to live up to everyone's expectations. Alrighty. Feel it. Chat it. I feel like my voices for Xeon and Tyon are blending together. No matter. I can fret over that later. Alrighty. Oh, still more to see. Queen Melia, such a stunning figure. I'll never get her face out of my memory. I want to be one of her guards someday. First, I'll need to put in for a transfer to the squad attached to the castle. Oh, but even if I'm gone from Colony 9, I'll always be a firm friend to you guys. Well, I hope your application gets approved. Well, for now. Let's see what lies within. You came at just the right time. We just got word that someone in Colony 4 wants to learn to grow potatoes. Ooh, that was quick. I was actually about to assign some teachers. I was thinking of leaving this one to Trish and Eastman. Eastman works really hard at the fields, so I think it'd be a good shout. He may be rubbish at expressing himself, but as long as Trish is there, it should be fine. Agreed. They're good choices. So, sorry about the sudden request, but would you help? Yep, leave it in our capable hands. We'll get it done in 2 ticks. What he means to say is that we'll work very hard, so you don't have to worry. Okay, good to hear. The other thing we have to take into consideration is that it's a food people aren't familiar with. Bit of a roadblock if no one knows how to cook it, yeah? We could share our favorite recipes. What do you think? That sounds like forte of Banana. Banana very well equipped to share goodness of Spongy Spuds with world. I'm telling you, give him a quick steam. Good job's a good one. If friends serious about Spongy Spuds, then higher height of deliciousness can be achieved. Cooking intuition of Banana say so. Okay, then how about this? We could try to find an original recipe suited to that colony. We can find out about the colony's particular tastes, what they're looking for. I think we'll get people on board that way. Yes, that's good plan. Banana all for it. It's weird for you to think about how on board people are with a plan. It just means people can change, no matter how many terms they've got under their belt. Okay, that's enough. So Manana's taking care of the recipes. We can do the asking around then. Good, then let's start gathering data from Colony 4. Sounds like a plan. Let's get over there. I always go the wrong direction on this. Okay, so there's a bunch of different quest markers. We'll see if we accidentally run into the issue with Doran as well. Probably by accident, but we'll see what we can do. Although, knowing me, I'd probably have to talk with the medic here if I want to progress that one. All in due time, I suppose. Oh hey, it's raining. I'll have to go check Colony Mew before I move on to the next bit. Oh, my poor growling stomach. One of my worst nightmares that I ever think I'd become so starved for food.
Time to eat then, no?
Not yet. Oh, wait, shoot. I saw it and I couldn't stop. Dr. Ulashandra! Doran? But I thought you'd left Colony 4. I need you to look at Bam Bam. He's in a bad way, Doc. Understood. Set him down on that bed. May as well progress this a little bit then. Ulashandra, how's Bam Bam? He's stable for now. My diagnosis is that he's been overworked. Overworked? I know the journey's been hard, but I didn't realize it had been that hard on him. Bam Bam has a weaker constitution than most Noppon. It doesn't take much to push him over the edge. What? I bet he had to go pretty easy on his job in maintenance and development to avoid burnout. Wait, so you're saying when Bam Bam was skeeving off work, he was actually... Don't tell me you didn't know about his health. Alessandra, is there anything that can be done for him? Well, there is something. There is? What? I'll do anything! There's a kind of mushroom, the sage shroom, that grows on the hovering reef. Sage shroom? Fukucha told me that it provides nutrients for Noppon pretty much immediately. Boil that mushroom and mix it into a tonic, and maybe... I'll pick a load right now! And he's immediately running off. Hey! We're going to Hovering Reef 1, yeah? Yeah, that's it. There are some awful monsters out that way, so be sure to take care. More of a reason not to let that joker go harrying off on his own. Let's catch up with him. Eventually. For now. Imagine that, being able to end the day on a full stomach without eating food that came from the castle. What do you have to say? Operation Feronis reboot is steadily progressing. The grand reveal is nigh. Speaking of, Dinzel's been a lot more cooperative than I thought he'd be. Thanks to him, it's been going shockingly well. Looks like he finally recognized what an absolute genius I am. Sounds like Dinzel's been going through it too. There's always something, isn't there? Speaking of... Spark me. You may have really looked hard at that Agni and Levnis tech, huh? You two okay over there? He got stuck in there and nailed all the physics and whatnot just with self-study. Did he even get it was a big deal? He's a real force to be reckoned with. I could even see him being next in line if he weren't so sparking anal about everything.
I see some relations have changed.
Interesting. For now. Let's see what this bit is about. The rations barely fill you up at all. I don't even care about taste. I just wish I could stop feeling hungry for an hour. Alrighty. Well, this told us that they are in the hungry, but... it doesn't really tell us what they're in the mood for, necessarily. Although, with all that, I just hear you just need something dense.
We could do with some food.
Well, nothing for it.
You will come round for a second.
So about that recipe you've come up with for Colony 4. Market research was very superb. People of Colony 4 want to gorge until Tum Tum is full. They'll have a hard time of getting a high enough yield with the soil they've got. The recipe's gonna have to take that into account then, if people are going to have enough to eat. That's true. Spongy Spud can be grown in 100 and 1,000 now. So cuisine needs to keep flavor fresh and not let people get tiresome of it. That makes sense. What's an ingenious take? I feel like that's pretty basic, but okay. So how do we put that into practice? I'll do whatever I... From you? Nothing. Oh. Don't sound so disappointed, presumably. Hey, it's not the end of the world. Image of recipe is like crystal in Manana's mind. Soon is ready for present to Colony 4. Manana have complete faith in abilities. That's great news. Let's get cracking then. Manana, is there anything you need besides the spongy spuds? Manana needs 6 spongy spuds, 2 portions of cured armu sirloin, yep, there's the meat, 2 sprigs of deodorugula, oh, and also 3 drumstick leeks. We can arrange some of that for you. Wow, you are really buzzing about this, aren't you? Quiet, Lance. Once the ingredients are ready, we can unveil Manana's creation to Colony 4. Let's have a look at the fields and then we can talk to Solon about cooking. I believe I should have most of what I need. I'd be surprised if I don't. Get to the Colony 4 fields? Okay. Well, we'll see if we need to do anything specific then, I suppose. Alright, off to the fields. The children yearn for the field. Wait, wrong script. Alrighty, let's see. And then there's a random button, of course. How are we looking? Oh wait, this is unrelated. This is wonderful. You can't just go running off on your own, mate. Sorry about that. It's just I was so thrilled at the prospect of seeing it. And they did it all without castle support. Impressive. Really stellar work. Did you push for this initiative? Actually, no. We helped a bit, but it was all the colony's doing. I see. Well, how marvelous. One of the Agnes commanders helped out with it a lot. What? Agnes and Kevis working together? Would you mind if we visited an Agnian colony next? Wait, really? Are you sure? I am. I believe there was one somewhere in the vicinity, no? The nearest is, Colony Gamma. Well, that'll be fascinating. We're in such close proximity, and yet it's so lightly guarded. In normal times, it wouldn't be uncommon to see some kind of military action here. Those normal times are no longer normal. I want to see how the world is now. In that case, we Agnians will show you around. For some of us, it used to be home. Then let's set off. Alright, so where's the actual objective then? Hang on. Oh wait, go to Colony 4 fields. Oh, I'm dumb. Where the Colony 4? Ah, okay. Huh. They hit him back in there. Shows you how much I'm paying attention. I just see fields and I immediately think, oh, 9, right? Go. Apparently not. We are not going to get through as many side quests as I had planned for today. No matter. I guess this was partially to try and figure out, okay, how much can reasonably be done?
They're looking hale and hearty.
Oh wow, it's really coming along, huh? We've managed to get all the seed potatoes in the ground. It went pretty quick with some helping hands. People were eager to help when they found out it was about maintaining a self-sufficient food supply. Now all you need is to turn them into potatoes. Yeah. Is there something on your mind? Of course, most of our soldiers hope the fields will yield crops too. But we've had other potatoes in rations before, and they weren't good. So some soldiers aren't in favor of this experiment. I know this is a lot to ask of you. So we have some naysayers? Well, we actually have a proposal. Time for Banana to shine. Banana's actually put together a bespoke recipe for you. Oh, how marvelous. Banana, please do show. Everyone, wash human paws and get ready for cook. No pressure then.
It's time to show you the true power of spongy spuds.
You're wigging me out now, mate. Dial it down a notch.
This smell.
Hey, first of all, I'm supposed to be of one mind with Uni, not you, Lance. Let's cooking begin!
Now, what was it we needed?
I actually am low on spongy spuds? How?
Looks
Well-
like colony relations have changed.
In theory, I should be able to stop by the Colony 9 fields in order to grab what I need. Let's find out. Thoughts on Ashira as a character and why she's so crazy? I want to see a bit more before I add anything more. I don't think my opinion has necessarily changed enough to be worth commenting on.
Looks like colony relations have changed.
There we go. Alright, if that's not enough, I'd be surprised. Yep. Alrighty, let's move. And then just plop right down. And that should keep things simple. Yeah, man. Let's see, what'll be next on the list? Well, that'll be fun.
This smell.
Yeah. So what do we got?
Okay, so we're handing over...
I barely had enough army sirloin? How'd that happen? I thought I had more collectibles than that, though I did burn a decent amount on affinity stuff. And ta-da to surprise... And... What? Ta-da to surprise is finished. Tadato? Bon appetit! It's good. Well, that was a Colony 9 person. Whoa, this is amazing! I never knew you could make potatoes taste this way. I could eat this every day for the rest of my life. And there's so much! I think this is the first time I've ever truly been full. With Colony 9's help, we've taken a big step in resolving our food supply issues. We're indebted to you. I'm glad we could be of service. I'm going to get back to the fields. First, I think I'll try some special spongy Tarato surprise. You've got 2 ticks and that's it. Oof, what a slave driver. Now it's exciting to wait for a day of harvest of spongy spuds. That's for sure. Everyone's a wannabe potato farmer here. They're gonna have bigger fields than Colony 9. No competition here. The more potatoes we have, the more peace we'll have. At least, that's what I believe. You've made a first step today, Xeon. One more step towards your ideal. I've never really thought of it as an ideal. You can smile. I suppose it is. And maybe it's just a small step in the grand scheme of things. But for me, it's a pretty big one. Xeon ate all of my spongy spuds, that's why. That's why I had to go back for more. Tao's potatoes. Hold up.
We're going up in the world. Let's make the most of our break, guys.
Hold up. Okay, no quest behind this? Okay, I'm curious anyway. So, I've been wondering. Between the potatoes from Tao and the potatoes from Colony 9, which should we think is tastier? Friend Len stumbled upon ultimate question. Not even close. See, for my money, the Tao spot is best. It's got that sweetness and that little taste that lingers. I'm not sure myself. I think I might prefer the Colony 9 ones. They don't fall apart as easily. I like that they're a bit more solid. I suppose I'd have to go with Tao's. No deep reason though. Yeah, I don't know that I can choose. For me, Tao edges it, I guess. I haven't really thought about it too deeply either. They were just good, I think. Riku have soft spot for Colony 9 potatoes. After witness struggles of Xeon to grow, eating elicit feelings of sympathy. You make a good point. Alright, Xeon gets my votes too then. Well, my vote, singular. Well, that's not nothing to do with the taste anymore, does it? Please do wait. Manana need 3 days to consider question in adequate depth. Of course. It really wasn't that kind of question. It's Manana we're talking about here. Don't even act surprised, Xeon, no, Lance, come on.
Alright, let's get going.
Why am I mixing them up? I'm gonna get shot by Lance if I do that. Okay, next on the chopping block. So that one didn't involve any combat. I don't think this next one will involve combat at all.
Don't try to be a hero. Just be yourselves.
But just in case I'm wrong.
Let's make the most of our break, guys.
Alright, we'll drop Alexandria's level briefly. This is another level 52 quest. Although, this is Colony Iota we're talking about here. So... maybe I'll be wrong. This is a dormitory! Why are you fighting here?
That was refreshing.
Xeon would shoot you too. Probably so. Alright, so actually, I don't even have to leave Fornis if memory serves. Yep, there's Colony Iota. So, we're looking for some info, I believe.
Don't you think it's about time for a meal?
We could do with
No,
some
but
food.
I need to check our discussions real quick. Okay, there's one more I need.
Ugh. Let's be off.
What are you up to? Let me talk with you, dang it. The other colonies might not take the troops like Salazar so kindly, I think. She has some really great ideas, though. She was the one that dug the underground channels for our drinking water. Thanks to Dame Alex recognizing a special way of fighting, she's now allowed to immerse herself in her research. Sure, Salazar can be a difficult person, but I'm sure she holds Dame Alex in great esteem.
I see some relations have changed.
Fair enough. Alright. Nothing too much over here. So, if I were a piece of info, where would I hide? We've gone through Iota a few times already, though. I'm kind of surprised we haven't run into it. How are you doing? Dame Alex has started to soften up a bit more lately, I think. She's not as stern and intimidating. I wonder if now's a good time to put my little plan into action. Huh? What was that? Nothing, Dame Alex. I was just thinking how happy and relaxed you're looking lately. The Ouroboros must have a real positive influence on you.
I see some relations have changed.
Is that all? Is that all? I wonder what plan she has in mind now, given that. Anything through here? So presumably this will be the edge of the colony. I suppose there may be more people passed over by the pond. Does it require a specific time of day, I wonder? Well, let's see, there's the main gate. We'd stopped over this way in order to trigger the side quest. Do I have to go into the supply area, perhaps? That's possible. Not the worst idea, actually. Well, we'll double check out here. Oh, never mind, we're good. Not much longer till Dame Alex's birthday now. Oh, how I worry about her. She's not reaching a 10th term, you worrywart. She'll still stick around this year, I can tell you that much. What is her term then? 9th? Probably. Alright, because I'm feeling lazy, I'm just gonna port back over. Should be quick. Yep, it's quick.
Let's make the most of our break, guys.
Okay. Next up.
Let's lay out the facts.
Sorry if I've got this wrong, but everyone in Colony Iota is talking about your birthday, Alexandria. Oh, it's not my real birthday, of course. Oh yeah, of course, because that'd actually make sense. We wouldn't want the commander's homecoming date to become common knowledge now, would we? Yeah, don't want to show weakness. I get you, I do. But... birthdays, Alex. Birthdays are just so special. Keeping your own actual birthday secret. That's pretty tragic. You think I'm tragic? It's tragic if we can't celebrate with you, yeah. What a nice thing to say, Uni. But your exact age being kept a mystery brings problems of its own. Because now there are people who wonder if this year is your final term before homecoming. You're right, there are. And things have changed in the meantime. Well, this is just my opinion. But I think it's a bit harsh to make people who care about you have to worry every year that it's going to be your last. People who care about me? I suppose so. That's what I'd think if I wasn't familiar with the situation. I'd fear that I might not be able to spend more time with you. Oh. Yes, I see. If I were to depart on a crucial mission, never to return, that would be less than ideal. That would actually be quite scary. She said in her hero quest she's 6th term? Okay, fair enough. Okay, Alex, calm down. I need to talk to Chickadee about this. I understand. Just contacting her this way? Huh. Strange, I can't get a connection. Maybe she's busy? That's probably it. First time, though. You could try to visit her in person. Not going to work, I'm afraid. I'm traveling with you. It's fine, we'll just go together then. Whereabouts in the colony is she likely to be? We better find her as soon as possible. Everyone will be enjoying the celebration. You really are very kind-hearted people, aren't you? Alright then. If you don't mind accompanying me until we find Chickadee, you're very welcome. If memory serves, we started getting this info before her Ascension quest. So, I guess we'll see how things turn out. So I guess there may still be some of that self-loathing built in there. I guess we'll see. No idea where your little favorite is, I'm afraid. What a way to talk! And after I've come specially to see you. I never asked you to, Dame Alex. And here I thought we were friends. You're so cruel. Are you pulling my leg? Of course I am. I treasure our little chat, Sequoia. Okay, because we're termmates, I'll tell you this. I'm the only one who can put up with your attitude problem, so you'd better appreciate me. Of course. Sequoia, are you actually jealous? Is that why you're so cruel to Chickadee? Ha! What? No, I just don't suffer fools. Still, let me know when you do find her. Now trot on. You're cluttering up the place. I'll come back to spend some quality time with you soon. Don't put your back out.
I see some relations have changed.
I'm sure that'll have no negative consequences. Wait, why is there one all the way over there? Oh, that's probably just heading off to their storage place. Captain Rise was good enough to recount me a vignette of the exploits Dame Alex shared with her captains. I had time to contemplate their actions deeply as we were pounded by the raging torrent of Elsie's spout. Pounded by a waterfall with Ryza? No common will could resolve to cut oneself to the quick like that for one's friends. My admiration for them knows no bounds. You really had a little Wait, huh? You really had a little teat-to-teat under the spout? Oh man, it's such an image I can't even follow what you're saying.
I see some relations have changed.
Neither can I. Let's move on. Not seen Chickadee? Curses. Curses. Any idea where she might be? Why is he so scary? Wait, what? Sorry. No. That's okay. We'll just keep looking. Say if you find her. Ah, Dame Alex. Yes? Happy birthday. It's not my birthday yet. Have you forgotten the day? I remember. Just wanted to say. Okay, now he's the total opposite of scary. Uh-huh. You're an odd one, Ryza.
I see some relations have changed.
Alrighty then. And of course Chickadee has disappeared from over there. Sure. What lies this way? Just a standard soldier, huh? Sorry, do you have any idea where we might find Chickadee? Chickadee? Yeah, I saw her leaving by the north gate. Not sure what for, though, so don't grill me on the particulars. Alright, nice and simple. Give us a reason to follow that quest marker. Beyond the fact that there is a quest marker. Good call. And as expected, over in the supplies area. Chickadee hasn't come this way. You haven't been fighting again, have you? Again? No, nothing like that. Sorry, couldn't resist. You just spend so much time with her. I'm a bit jealous, that's all. Honestly. Anyway, should we send out a search party? No, that won't be necessary. It would just cause her needless worry. Still, not good optics for the lieutenant to be AWOL, is it? Your claws are well and truly out to date, Shell. You think? And I guess you'd better pay me a bit more attention. If I hear from her, I'll send you word, okay?
I see some relations have changed.
Alright then. I'm not going to give you any excuses for the crime we committed back then. Military discipline or loyalty to friends, I could only pick one. But even now, I'd probably make the same choice again. No matter. Oops. Alright, so I guess we just need to stop by. Let's see. I guess we can just go back to the canteen. That'll keep things simple.
We could do with some food.
Alrighty. Going there by instinct at this point.
Where should I start?
Sure. Where's Chickadee flown off to then? Has she gone out somewhere? Somebody saw her leaving Colony Iota by the northern gate, right? There's nothing there except warehouses, and nobody there has seen her. Well, in that case, what's further beyond? Yune's Rise? Oh, I wonder. Do you have an idea? I think so. Anyway, you've been a great help to me. Oh, let me guess. Don't tell me. Now you're going to toddle off to some secret errand on your own, yeah? I don't have any confirmation I'm right. I can't drag you along in good faith. You're really saying this? Now? This is about the worst spark in time to go off on your own. Lance has the right of it. Why is it so important that you do this alone? This is my business. I think at this point it's all of our business. Your decisiveness is one of your strong points, but your unwillingness to accept help is a distinct flaw. I can't argue with that. You're obviously in a hurry, so why not just tell us what you know? There's a rare flower that grows there. Chickadee will have gone to pick it. What kind of flower? Oh, is this for your birthday? I assume so. When we first came across it, she asked me not to tell anyone. She found meaning in keeping it secret, said it was like her good luck charm. Which is why she's gone alone. Oh no, I'm sorry. We made well-being. And I couldn't assess the situation impartially. As Tyon says, I've never been good at relying on others. That's something though, if you're aware of it. The old you wouldn't have picked up on something like that, I reckon. Lens. So yeah, just take it one step at a time. I will. Thank you. Yune's Rise, though. The monsters there aren't so strong, but they're threatening enough to pose a problem to Chickadee. Right, let's get her found. Welp. Off we go then.
Let's be off.
Indeed. Okay. It is on this map. Okay. Keeps things simple. Not too far away then. Nice. Oh yeah, I still don't have the whole place explored, do I? Kinda surprised at that. Of course. Chickadee! It's coming from over there.
Seems like we'll have to loop around from the right.
I guess that's how we get up. Well, I guess that's the motivation to get us up in that direction. In the first place. Fair enough. Gotta give us a reason to go up there eventually. In theory, anyway.
Out of my way.
Okay, I guess we get to see... You know what? I do still have a decent number of monsters to kill for Soul Hacker, so we may as well just take any fight that comes our way. Then use this as a chance to test how good the strategy we have is. Wait, how did Mio get dropped? Huh. There we go. Nice.
Please work with me a little.
You what? You're supposed to be following me.
As per usual. Sure. Let's beat him up. Really, Senna? Cool. Yeah. Oof. And hiya. Ooh. Smash. Smash. Let's smash on a couple different people. Hiya. Alright, this should be enough to knock you over the rest of the way, I think. Yep. Nice. Dame Alex? But what? I've been looking for you. You had me worried. Oh, you brought everyone? I'm sorry, we didn't know it was supposed to be a secret. Oh, no, it's okay. I'm not angry. I'm actually quite pleased. I was going to give you this. White Milica, I see. Yes, this is rare in this region. Oh, hang on. This is one of them flowers with a meaning in it. And it means... It stands for revealing secrets. I only learned it later, but it's because of how subtly they bloom, like they're all furtive and shy. You can be pretty stubborn, Dame Alex, so I thought the flower might give you a push. What's this all about? You need to talk to the captains. Properly. But I'm always talking to the captains. Why, just today... Yes, but did you really talk to them? Just because I know you never talk about your actual feelings. I worry about you. I know it's important to keep some information confidential for tactical reasons and all that. But even so, I don't want the captains to go to their ends with regrets. Silly girl. You put yourself in this much danger for that? You'd never have taken it seriously otherwise. Anyway, I'm the only person in Ionios who can tell you off. That's an important part of the lieutenant's job. You're right. The reason I came running here without thinking twice is because you're always looking out for me. I find that you're constantly saving me. What are you trying to say here? Well, Chickadee, the thing is... Do you want to hear what I've been hiding from you all this time? What's this about? Wait, you're saying that you... To the old commander? Oh, this is after the Ascension quest. Okay. Fascinating. Have I disappointed you? No. No, I finally understand. That's why you were so particular about your captains. They all know, don't they? I was just being careful. Warped methods yield warped results. Anyone who's ever seen Mobius knows that. It's not warped. You're not warped, Dame Alex, and the captains aren't either. You took on a terrible burden for the greater good. I think that makes you strong. It makes you worthy of respect. Chickadee. I became a lieutenant so you wouldn't have to be alone on the journey through life. You always put everyone else ahead of you. I want to be at your side, support you. And I still want that. Forever. Don't you feel blessed, Commander, to inspire such feelings? I don't think you need to interrupt this, Tyon. No matter. I do. Trust and betrayal are two sides of one coin, and that risk can never be truly eliminated, but... If I have to suffer anyway, I'd rather it be by Chickadee's side. That's how I feel. Now, about my birthday. Oh, I'll take care of all that. I'm taking requests. Ah, good. In that case, please issue a official proclamation announcing that I am in my 6th term. Eh? And I'll have to tell you the real date. What? Are you sure? You've always kept it so secret. Aren't you the ones who disapproved? You said it was cruel to make people worry about my homecoming every birthday. Did I really put it like that? Well, we're changing how we live. That means we have to change all of our old strategies too. You're terrifyingly decisive. Aren't I? I'll take that as a compliment, thank you. Well, this is all fine by me. I just have one thing to say. Happy birthday, Dame Alex. Thank you, Chickadee. Alrighty then. I'll take that. Okay. Let's see, we're getting close to when I wanted to see to the Archsage Gauntlet, but the next one's going to involve Agnes Castle, so I do want to take a look at that one. Okay. So.
My mind is made up. You have my full support.
We'll go ahead and stop by Canteen real quick, drop Melia's level, and then we'll see what we run into. So, we need to look for info at Agnes Castle. And it looks like we're going to need to do that for the next 2 quests. Sure. May as well take a look at that. See what we can find.
Something smells exquisite.
We could do with some food.
Actually,
Let's keep things on a tight loop.
It takes a special individual to keep these ruffians in check.
oh.
Ashira must be a woman of true grit. Something smells exquisite.
I wonder if she's around and would have any comment. Okay, it looks like I'll have to go to a camp in order to manage that. Where does Ashira hang out? Yeah, I'll have to go to a proper camp then to drop her level. Nearest one? Probably over by this reef. Yeah, that'll do. Stop by real quick. Okay. And then we go wandering Agnes Castle. Given how low Agnes Castle's affinity is, I suspect this will end up being a good thing in the long run. Alrighty. Excuse me as I shuffle around a bit. Okay.
Let's be.
Wrong one. Okay. Agnes Castle. Sure. Since there are 2 things to search for, may as well see if we can show off the rest of the map in the process.
Seems to be bustling no matter the hour. I wonder what kinds of food they serve.
Well, we can check that out in due course. For now, we have work to do. Wonder if I'm able to get up there somehow. Well, clearly I can't if there's a container up that way. Let's see. Anything special over here? Didn't expect it to lead downward. Oh, whoops. Goodbye, guys. And you're about to fall on something. That'll be fine, right? Totally. Alright, let's try that again. So, what lies this way? Anything important? Interesting. This ends up leading nowhere, huh? Geronimo! Yeah, you're fine. Totally. Guess this gives me an excuse to go looking around some more, but still. Let's see, so if that didn't yield what we were hoping for...
Sweet, let's poke around.
That counted as a... okay. Kinda surprised we aren't able to open that. That counted as a location? Actually, now that I think of it. Nope. Still haven't found every location yet, huh? No, all in due time. Let's see. While wandering around,
Strange, isn't it? I knew so much of the world already, and yet these sights and sounds are all so new and fresh.
Interesting. Finally, I get to meet the true queen. It was as if I'd been struck by lightning. I mean, maybe I even was struck by some of the lightning we get around here. It was like a flash of revelation to stand before her and think, this is our queen.
Good to add more names.
Alright then. All the recruits here are pretty much destined for the top brass. They're still around their third terms, but they have the knowledge of an 8th or 9th termer. It's impressive. On the flip side, that's probably why they've always looked down on other colony soldiers. I have to wonder how they'd fare in actual combat. It's a tad worrying. I think they could stand to be taken down a peg or two. Okay, that's probably related to the second quest on the docket.
Relations have changed.
And not the one I need to focus on,
More
but...
names?
New affinity logged. Actually, I'm gonna check that real quick. Still nothing relating to handing stuff from the Collectopedia cards over. Actually, out of curiosity, how far does this go? I'm assuming eventually it reaches the point where I'm just in Keves Castle, right? Worth a check, but either way. Yeah, I think I've been through here, right? Yes. Remind me, what does this look like map-wise? Yes, this counts as the first floor of the castle. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anyone here I can speak to then. Okay. Oh, wait a minute, hang on. Hang on, nope. I'm actually mixing things up. Hang on, am I? Hold on. Am I looking at the wrong castle? Yes, I am. Okay, whoops. We'll keep Melia around anyway. It'll be funny. Oh wow, there's a decent amount here. Agnians are being untrustworthy as usual. I haven't got a clue what's going on inside their heads. Shh, do you really think it's wise to be speaking like that in their territory? That's definitely one of the ones. Have you heard about those crazy strong guys? The ones that were locked up in prison for yonks? Yeah, I did. The guys over in internal security will be run ragged if they ever manage to get out. Interesting. This is just the kind of time I'd like those guys to be here, but alas. Toma, Zera, and Jodor are locked up deep inside the prison after all. They won't be seeing daylight anytime soon.
Got some useful intel out of that.
Alright. Hey, did you hear? Enagnian arranged us a boat to the city. I heard. Some guy called Seiko, right? Why did he go and do something for us that wouldn't benefit him in any way?
Can't underestimate a bit of good intel.
Do I want to swap Melia out or to bring Nia in? We'll bring Nia in. It'll be funny that way.
I'll come with you, and we will build the future.
Alrighty.
Let's make the most of our break, guys.
So, now we mess with your level. Although, I may need to bump it back up for when we go to... Actually, I should probably bump yours and Alexandria's back up once that we get to Archsage Gauntlet. But that'll be relatively quick. Assuming that it can be affected by it anyway. Knowing my luck, it probably can. Because it'll be a max level, right? It might also help if I remember to stick around and actually look at the discussion points. Okay, so you'll have time for one of them before we see to business. That rumor we heard about Seeker, the guy who spoke to Gondor. Yes, it seems the people of the city don't trust him. They don't understand his motives. In a way, it's understandable. The situation is what it is, and there's no easy fix for it. When we talked to him, he struck me as like industrious, I guess? Diligent in it. He did a fair bit to help when they were sending lost numbers back to the city and all that. Well, whichever way he was or seemed, if he's got a bone to pick with the city, we gotta nip that in the bud. A fair point. How about we make some inquiries into Seeker then? If we ask around with the Agnians, we're bound to learn something. Alright, sorted. Let's do it then. You'll need to bump everyone up? Yeah, fair enough. Have you seen the new Mario movie trailer? Yoshi ate Kamek? Wait, really?
Alright.
I haven't been paying attention to the Mario movie. I know there was something for Yoshi, I just hadn't looked into it. You want to know about Seeker? Sure, I don't mind. Only, there's nothing really to tell. I guess he's serious about his work. There's that, I suppose. It always seemed like the higher-ups liked him well enough, too. You okay there, Uni? He got a load of awards, if I'm remembering right.
I see some relations have changed.
Okay. So there's a few different people I can talk with, huh? Wait, I have to go to Cadencia for some of these? I guess that would make sense. Where's it scattered about? Okay, mostly around the castle, huh? Oh yeah, and there's that I'll need to... Hang on, what's this over here? How long has that been there? I'll have to go digging around for that later, I suppose. Okay, we'll work our way into Agnes Castle here. Another came out today, or was it, or maybe yesterday? Well, either way. I haven't been paying attention to the Mario movie. All I know is that it got an April release date, I think. I saw the first trailer, but I haven't looked much further than that. So. Huh. Asking about Seeker, yeah? I know him well. We were on the same team. For the longest time, he was a real straight shooter. Total over-serious nerd. Nothing like he is now. Since the clock got smashed, he's a lot more proactive and full-on. Personally, I like him way better now.
I see some relations have changed.
Interesting. Now, would it be faster to take the lip? Yeah, probably faster to spawn in here. Seeker? I hear he's been friends with the commander over at Lambda, and for a long time too. Although, to be fair, he did used to be internal affairs, so I guess it's no wonder he's got friends in high places. Huh. An association with Lambda, huh? I wonder if that involves any of the trouble that Lambda's gotten itself up to. Yeah, it's possible. Hard to say for certain, though. I guess we'll just have to see once we get closer. Wonder if it would have been faster to fast travel. Yeah, maybe. No matter. So what do you have to say on the matter? I remember Seeker saying he wanted to do something about the Lost Numbers' ill feelings towards us. It was like, I don't know how it'll go, but we gotta find a way to work together and move past it. Okay.
I see, I see.
Alright, let's find a camp. Yeah, I guess that'll work.
We could do with some food.
So, what's this got then? From what we've been hearing, it seems he understands the problems affecting Agnes Castle as a whole. He's also said to be a diligent worker, and nobody seems to wish him ill. Alright, sure, but he was in the prison camp for a reason, right? Things can't be that simple. I did initially suspect that there might have been some hidden motive behind Seeker's actions, but it no longer seems likely. Right. I think it's beyond doubt that he's thinking about moving things in a more positive direction. And also, since he's working hard to reform this place, don't you think we could stand to lend him a hand? Well, seems to be worth having a chat with at least, even if nothing comes of it. Yeah, if he's trying to make amends to the lost numbers, then it's definitely worth a try. Let's all go and talk to Seeker then. Now where is Seeker? Guess we'll just have to see. Alright. See in Condenzia. Let's look at Agnes Castle? Yes. Off we go. So, what have we got? Huh? What are you lot up to? We wanted to talk to Seeker. Ah, perfect timing then. Oi, Seeker, get these Dags and Augie to help you, would ya? Huh? What's this about now? Well, I've been thinking, I'd like to transport some of the provisions from Agnes Castle over to the city. Provisions? Now there's a golden idea. Okay, but why? What's in it for Agnes? I'm not sure there'd be a really clear payoff for us, however. But here's the thing. When the fake queen was revealed, I saw consoles from Kevis standing there, and it made me sick. All the things I thought were right. In that moment, that instant, I saw just how mistaken I'd been. And mistakes need to be corrected, even if it takes my entire remaining life. That's why I want to give the city its due. I hope it'll make you stronger, and I hope I can spend my strength repaying you. Whoa! Dude, you're gonna make me bawl! Hey, Augie! Yes, that is most gracious. First, we repatriated everyone who'd go back to the city. So then, I figured, why not send some provisions next? Are we really that strapped for grub, though? Milady, what are you saying? We always need great quantities of food to get by. And whose fault is that, do you reckon, you bottomless pit of a man? In any case, you could stand to have a bit more food, surely. As luck would have it, we have plenty here. If we could get them processed to be more shelf-stable, they'd make for good portable meals too. Sounds like it'd be quick going if we pitched in as well. Yes, if you could. We'd also appreciate if you could collect whatever's missing and leave it with Donnie. And then we city people can take it from there. Yes, that would be fantastic. Thanks. That is the long and short of it. We'd be thankful for your assistance. You will have it. Rest easy. Alrighty then. Let's see what lies within. Where do I need to go? Alright, a couple different spots. Well, one different spot apparently. Alright, let's take a look. Alrighty. Speaking with you again, huh? Seeker's gotten in touch. You hear about the provisions? We don't have quite enough of the transport to the city, so we'd need a bit of help getting them together.
Okay, so we're handing over...
Alright. Since I've got plenty of these, that keeps things simple. Would you be so kind to give Seeker the good news? Alrighty then. That was quick. Let's see how quick this quest ends up being overall. Now that that's done. We finished collecting the food and handed it all over. Thanks so much. I'm glad I turned to you for help. Well done, Noah and friends. Always so quick to aid. It's marvelous. Even in a difficult situation like this one. Okay, hang on. Did I lose anything on the stream? Hold up. Yep, looks like I did. Crap. OBS, you haven't done that in a while. What gives? All you missed is uni giving guff. I can re-upload the VOD if need be. But yeah, something that a real leader would say, ain't it? Something like that. You want to look elsewhere next time you say something pointed like that? No. But yeah, that was a good line. I'll even go out on a limb and believe it. Thank you. I'll do all I can to live up to the trust you placed in me. That was quick. Well, I'll take it. Okay. Let's see.
I see some relations have changed.
Alright, just need to put... Alright, just put a note to the next thing we'll be looking at. Okay. Now, something new here? What are you up to? Anton was a good guy. I'd hope we'd be going back to the city together. Aggie, Augie, Anton, we were going to be the 3 loyal supporters of Milady. That was the big plan. Hey, I'm sorry. I just don't know what to say to that. No, really, it's fine. What happened wasn't your fault. Just understanding how he felt. It would have made Anton happy.
I see some relations
Still
have
more.
changed.
What we need here is some decent food. Don't you know you can't fight on an empty stomach? I mean, you're not wrong. Right? So we've got to get a massive supply of food to the city. I wonder indeed. Sure. I guess then, let's see. Which characters do I need to tamper with as far as level is concerned? Actually, yeah, I should probably tamper with all of them, shouldn't I? Crap, that's gonna take a bit. Well, one at a time. So, I may as well talk through the strategy real quick while I'm messing with the level ups. So, we're going to be bringing Tyon in for this one, as I went looking up builds online,
Something to be said for a bit of sweat.
and there's a decent number of options if you really want to try something as far as the Archsage Gauntlet is concerned.
Let's make the
Whoops.
most of our break, guys.
Yeah, I need to change out to the other characters next. Okay, let's hit the essentials first.
Don't try to be a hero. Just be yourselves.
So,
We could do with some food.
there seem to be a few different options. Most of them revolve around one of two things. Either blow up enemy in a hurry, or dodge everything. And I do mean everything.
Break time's over.
So, we're going to be going the try and blow things up method because that's the one I've tested and know works based on my runs, well, based on the one run I've done with it on easy mode, which went pretty well, honestly. I managed to clear to stage 140 without too much difficulty. Okay, so anybody else I need to tamper with? Alright, so Xeon. I don't expect that I'll be bringing a tank in for
Better
reasons
make
you'll
sure
see.
we're well rested.
Oh, and of course I forgot to mess with things.
Right
I am
then,
intelligent.
should we get a move on?
Keep mixing up what I need to be doing here.
We'll make it. All of us.
Maybe I should.
Let's
Well,
make the most of our break, guys.
maybe I should just have a dedicated stream for this if it's gonna be this obnoxious. Especially depending on the number of heroes I end up setting down. So, the plan for this one is going to be taking a build-up for Tyon, using Seraph, which is Kamaravi's class, and just focusing on AoE bursting down everyone in a hurry.
It's my job to blaze a trail.
Whether it works properly on normal mode remains to be
Better make sure
seen,
we're well rested.
though I was able to be pretty reckless with it on easy mode without too much difficulty. So, I guess time will tell as to how that ends up playing out, but...
Break time's
no
over.
telling, right? Okay, so let's see. Is there anyone else I need to tamper with? Alright, just Melia left.
My mind is made up. You have my
Cool.
full support.
Hard mode when? Hard? Well, I'll talk about that towards the end of the stream.
We could do with some food.
For now, let's focus on normal mode.
Good. Onwards.
Alrighty, now that that's done, let's go ahead and look at party formation. I believe this is the one that had... Whoops, nope. Don't overwrite. Load. I think this is the one that had it, although actually it should be this one that has it. Let's just make sure it sticks. Because I think I was using that for my... Yeah, I was using that for it to level. And I'll need to reset that once I go back to dealing with Nopon coin grinding. I do have 5 of those Nopon 7 stars, so it's not as if I'm that far away, but, wow, it took a while, even to get what I have. So, we'll see how it goes, I suppose. So, I'm thinking what we'll be doing, to give a quick update on that, is after we have seen to business with a few side quests, typically around the hour-and-a-half mark, we'll go ahead and head over to Archsage Gauntlet, and we'll try and knock out the normal mode one. I'll talk more about what my plans are once that we clear normal mode, or towards, well, either if we clear normal mode tonight or towards the end of the stream, whichever comes first. Probably end of stream, given the circumstances, because I am fully expecting there's going to be some nonsense that happens.
Archsage have cornucopia of challenges in
Alright, not ready for hard mode just yet. Alright, let's get in there.
Challenge is real. Archie-bargy. Commence.
Okay, so... let me pull up something real quick. Oh, don't have time. Not this time, anyway. Well, this first one's pretty easy. Okay, that tells me what I need to know. I can't just one-shot even on normal mode. I have to play the strategy, huh? Okay, I've already been told something important. Excellent. Give me a second, I need to pull up a document. Oh wait, it's right here. Hang on. Let's see. Let's just make sure I have something to hand. Come here, you. Cool. Alright, you can go over here. Okay. Don't need that one. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, let's start shaking things up. Okay. Well, there's an important one. Let's see, who would be more important, Kamaravi or Fiona? Probably Fiona.
Me? I'll try. I'll do my best to help.
Boom.
You're too good,
Welcome to
Tyon.
the consistent pattern that we are going to be doing throughout. Crap, I didn't get Masha. It's recommended to reset if you don't get her in the first 2 stages, but since this is a first attempt on normal mode, and since I managed to, well, I got away with not having Nia the first time round, so we'll see what happens, I suppose. Let's see, we're not focused on smash attacks. I guess we'll go with this one. Damage reduction is always useful. Okay, so the important one for Masha is to get that ability we saw earlier, where you increase your critical hit rate, as well as your ability, well, as well as the damage you get from critical hits. if you have that, in theory, what we're doing to the levels what we're doing to the enemy right now is something that we'll be able to reliably do even when we get into the higher levels. Well, Izzard is one of the good options to take, but I've already got Fiona and Nia, so I don't need to go for that, and I should maintain enough money to where I could get Masha if needed. Because I think Masha is going to be the essential one, especially as we get further along. For now. Oh boy. Die. Alright. And this is recommended so that we can get Nopon Watch more efficiently, so I'll take it. Actually. Yeah, I'll take that risk. It's still early. It's still early. It's also recommended I go for last-ditch effort and try and keep things a little below... Ooh, that works out for me. It's also recommended to keep the Nopon Watch below 50 and get last-ditch effort so you can get a ton of damage from that as well. So... No, I need to maintain for Masha. And not close. Enemy rush? Oh, that's gonna be fun. Alright. Let's hope this kills me fast enough for any to come up. Not quite fast enough. Okay. Kill. Alright. Enemy rush at the start isn't so bad. That does give a minor attack boost, so we'll take it. Ah, missed. Alright, this should be enough to kill the rest of the way. Nice. I did take damage from that guy, based on when I got... Well, ooh, perfect. Oh, that's actually excellent. Okay, yes. That's an important one I'll be needing in future. Because the majority of the characters I'll be getting are Agnian. I think pretty much every character except Masha on this recommended list is Agnian, actually. And that's the other reason for bringing... I think it's either Tyon or Senna that's recommended for this strat. Ooh, yes, do not pass up. Do not pass that one up. Definitely not. Ah, missed. I should get a dexterity boost if I get the opportunity. Ooh. In order to allow me to keep giving the opportunity to look for characters? Yes, please. Speaking of which, damn it. Okay, you keep missing a lot, Tyon. You're starting to make me nervous here. I've got Element Genesis to brute force any that are left lingering, but... Ooh! That's an important one.
Get job done right.
That's the ideal one to get break inflicted, so that's perfect. I even put a... Well, he even has a break brooch on him. Although that'll likely be more useful for... Okay, so I don't have enough for a new hero anyway, so probably good I just got talented with Monica rather than anything super important. There we go. Alright. Tempting, but... it looks like this is all rare stuff. Worth the risk? And you know what? It's early, so I could use a launch charge to make up for lost ground on this. Although... Cool. Please, no hero? Thank you. Now I don't feel too bad for taking that risk. Alright, we'll go ahead and use a launch charge in order to build up some score a bit faster. That should help. Alright, anything good? Come on. I know you want to. I do need a toppler. Rex is one of the important ones.
It'll be my pleasure.
Yeah, I'll take it. Okay, I can inflict topple now. Excellent. Perfect. Though I really need the crit damage from Masha. Let's spend the next couple of stages building up what we need for that. I can burn a launch charge on the next boss in order to try and make it a bit faster. Alright, then kill. Yeah, this strategy is absurd. Let's see, I don't think I want to hit the recharge speed of my healers with how things will work out. You know what? That's a costly one. Go ahead and take it. Alright. Hits it very hard. Alright, that one was probably just out of range. Okay. Ooh, that's an important one, actually. Last-ditch effort is very useful for this. Okay, the bosses are probably the scariest part. Is that worth? Not yet. Let's build up the money that we need in general. There we go. Let's build up the money we need for both of them. Let's see. That's for anyone suffering a debuff, but lowering break resistance has its use. We'll take the risk. Hiya! Okay, Miyabi, we are going to skip over. Oh, actually, this would be a good chance to reroll. Damn it. Should have just taken the dex and been done with it. That'll be very important, I suspect. Oh, you tease! Ah, well. Only costs 400 to refill the Nopon watch at this point. Oh, of course. Of course the event is a Mobius interference. Of freaking course. Watch it explode anyway. You don't scare me no more. Alright. Let's give ourselves some leeway once we get to the further bosses. Yeah, I really need to get dexterity hit. Not the ones I need. I am looking for Masha and an Agnian attacker. You are not either one of those. No wonder why they recommend having her immediately, if you don't find her quickly. No telling when you would be able to find her later. Huh. Now I need to build stuff up. Feels weird skipping on Ashira, though. No. Not worth giving up a launch charge. Those are way too useful for bosses, and I don't think I'm at the point where it's too much of a threat yet, but still, I'd rather not take that chance. At least Element Genesis always hits, so far as I can tell. At least it hits enough. Ooh. Ooh. Extra score? Yes. Especially given that we've got 5 Agnians in play right now. Alright, hit this. Sucker. Okay, now you're just taunting me at this point. Come on. I mean, I made it through the easy mode one without Nia, who's also listed as an essential, but... Alright. Please die quickly. Thank you. Alright. Okay. You know what? For when we get further along, especially in some of the later bosses, chain attacks will be helpful in order to buy time. There we go. Ooh, I maxed out my launch charge. In that case, may as well spend a bit more frivolous. Well, Frivolously, I think is the right word. Okay, do not get that one.
I won't let any of you die.
Ooh. Definitely use a launch charge if there's a Pepito in play. Ooh, an extra shuffle ticket from that. Nice. Okay, definitely go focus attackers. Straight attack boost is always useful. Can I get a hero? That's not a hero. I need a hero! I'll just take the attack boost then. Fine. Now you're just taunting me! I will rise to your bait. There we go. Why must you taunt me so? Why must you taunt me so? I'll take a risk. Watch, it's gonna be a hero I don't need, and I'll have to skip it. Calling it bloody now.
I won't let any of you die.
We'll make it out of this together, I swear.
Well, lower enemy value, just hit the element genesis button and call it there. That's useful, actually. Alright, die. Okay. I feel like the game is trying to tell me something, but I'm gonna keep ignoring it. Ooh. Alright, got my launch charge back. Nice.
No more ouchies.
Huh. Yeah, this would be... Oh, you know what? Giving the healers a bit of a boost so that they survive for longer. Yep, that makes sense to me. Alright. This will delay the hero search, but that's okay. Alright, cool. Oh, we got maxed out launch charge. We should use that. And it might help other people draw aggro off of me, since I'm not using auto attacks as much. Ooh! It's probably not the heroes I'm gonna want. But we'll try it anyway. Boom! Please? Perfect.
I'm fully equipped for action.
Alright, I have the core team.
Time for the tools of the trade.
Perfect. Alright. We'll hang on to enough in order to get another piece of the team. Alright, there we go. Make sure that we hit them properly. So I just need to stay above 10k for now. Huh. Already at stage 40. Nice. Okay, cool. This is going well. Let's see. Huh. That would allow Break to land more. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take it. Did you hear the rumors of Caitlin Thorburn, the voice of Cosmos and Nim in Xenoblade 2, updated her Spotlight page to say she worked on a Xenoblade game coming out in 26? I had heard something about... I had heard speculation about something to do with 2. I didn't know if that was the... Well, I didn't know that was the source of it. I guess we'll just have to see when it arises. Hard to say for certain. You never really know. Oh, come on. There we go. I do need to remember to be canceling into this. I have a gemstone equipped on Tyon that says, hey, cancel into attacks, you deal more damage. So, I do need to be cognizant of that. Boom. Although, for the wrap-up on Element Genesis, usually not a problem. I also have an accessory equipped that allows me to say, oh, that's cute. Here's every ability you have up immediately. So that I can immediately just go kaboom to all of you. Kill the Pepito? Nice. Alright, I probably have maxed out launch charge again thanks to that, right? Look, Eno, I like you. You're fine, but no. I've even saying no to Shulk. It's not personal. I mean, that is an Agnian, but that's not an attacker. You know what? Dex boost. Let's see, will you return to Xenoblade 2 if it gets a Switch 2 version that adds new content? I don't see why not. We'll have to see how it times out, though. I'd be more interested to see if they have something else in mind beyond just this. Well, I'm not sure what they would do with the Switch 2 edition is the thing. Unless they were to completely... Well, I don't know if they would necessarily have time to redo the voice acting components, or if they would necessarily want to, given how much it's been ingrained in the fanbase at this point. What's the worst that can happen? It'll be fun. It'll be Mobius, I guarantee it, but it'll be funny. It's been Mobius the last couple times. Hey look, it's Mobius! How cute. Just as I predicted. Fortunately, kaboom. Okay, and then just to make the bosses slightly easier. What? Excuse me? 2 in a row? Huh? What? Come again? Come a freaking again. Fix the UI. Okay, fair enough. And the tutorial. I mean, you could do a bunch of quality of life stuff, but would that necessarily warrant a Switch 2 edition instead of just a straight update?
I won't let any of you die. Riku lends wing. Wide open.
Alright. Should be easy pickings. Yep. Alright, let's see, we're not inflicting smash with the setup we have. Alrighty, so I guess I may as well say I'm looking, well, for heroes I'm looking for either Juniper or Kamaravi in order to get another Agnian attacker. That would be the ideal. I might be able to settle for a Kavesi attacker or an Agnian healer, although, I think I'll only rely on that if it's towards the very end and I'm starting to struggle. And it doesn't look like I'm gonna get what I'm looking for. I guess we'll see. How many curse? Well, you know what? I'm not taking a max hit. You know what? I'm not taking a max HP debuff. That's a terrible idea. With how quickly I could end up being bursted down. Alright, just to use the launch charge, because I keep forgetting I end up maxing it out quickly. Oh, ooh, useful. Kamaravi is better than Juniper? Yes, but both of them are Agnian attackers. That's all that matters. Because the recommended build was... Let's see, well, I may as well read it out since this should be relatively safe. So, Masha's the recommended. It's recommended to make sure you get her immediately. Riku and Manana or Alexandria, with Alexandria being the second choice. Ooh, actually, you know what? Agnian attacker. Alexandria will work. Let's see, Nia is recommended, either Rex or Kamaravi, either Fiona or Izzard, and then an Agnian attacker. So, here's an Agnian attacker.
You just leave things to me. I
will. Okay. this point, since that I don't have the boost from score collected, I guess we'll just take that. Alright. This is probably the closest to an ideal team I'm gonna get for a while. Launch charge builds faster, huh? Well, it's 2 seconds as it's worked on. Alright. Alright. You know what? All of these are useful. Take them. You know what? May as well just hit this button to make sure I take advantage of it properly. How are they so far away? Is it just because of where Riku and Manana were? Yeah, it could be. Oh, nice. Yeah, this is gonna be excellent. Oh, another Mobius? Excuse me? Is that number 4 on Mobius interruptions? Are we on number bloody 4 of those? Bam. Nice. I lose some damage. It's early stages. Let's not take a risk. It is the 4th Mobius interference. I didn't run into too many on easy mode. Although, as you've seen, this build is an equal opportunity explosive. Very much so equal opportunity in ensuring that everything just blows up quickly. Alright, That's probably the more useful one. Okay, stage 60. Trying to remember who's next. Alright, Mobius. Alright, I believe both of them should still fall. Yeah, good. Alright, I believe it's stage 70 where things get dicey. And then we've got stage 100 as another major difficulty spike. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, perfect. 40% damage reduction across the board. Nice. I bet you die fast if hit. Yeah, that's pretty much the one drawback of this build. You either kill things immediately or you're struggling. So the plan there is that if I don't kill things after Element Genesis, what it boils down to is that I just need to either use Chain Attack or Launch Charge to barrel through in a hurry, or I'm just in serious trouble. That's basically what it boils down to. I mean, you just saw what 1 or 2 stray hits did to me. And I don't know if I was even necessarily being focused for those. That might have just been AoE. You know what? Let's just use a shuffle. I'm not using chain attacks, obviously. Actually, this might have some use. We'll take it. I should probably build up my money a bit more, though. I'll take it. So you're a glass cannon? Yeah, pretty much. This is very much glass cannon build. Or paper mache railgun? Yeah. I could very easily end up double spinning on Dawn. Oh, actually, that'll help if the fight does drag out for a bit. Probably not the best thing to spend money on, but hey. How close are we to the next stage? Launch charge unusable, huh? There we go. Let's try this real quick. You know what? On later stages, that will be essential, I think. that's useful. I could stand to have a lucky event. Gives me an excuse to burn a launch charge.
I won't let any of you die. Be all that solid silver.
Hey, where's the...
Redeeming blue.
Did the lucky monster die and I just not notice, or did I get lied to? I honestly can't tell. Alright, small unit tactics is useless at this point. Huh. You know what?
I won't let any of you die.
It's shaping up to be a battle for the ages.
Yeah, launch charge unusable, and element genesis fails to kill and you lack a chain attack. I cry. At that point, I just cry for mercy. Oh, this is gonna be funny. I wonder how that'll end up working out. Okay. How many launch charges do we have right now? I mean, you've seen already how quickly I can build up launch charge. So in theory, should go relatively well, but I guess that's what it boils down to. We'll see how stage 70 goes.
Any of you die.
We'll play out. You know what? Agility always helps.
Don't let your guard down for a second. Don't go talking dead on me now.
Already struggling to kill stuff, huh? At least Element Genesis usually knocks it out in due course, even if the main target dies. Okay. Next, I think, is the boss. Yes. Oh, Beyond Death? No, you are not allowed to use that move. You are not allowed to use Beyond Death. So set the me. No. Absolutely not. That move would literally be the end of me. It's not insta-kill, but it may as well be with the effect it has. Yeah, it should be fine. We'll just take Winds of Fate. It'll be funny. Whatever it is. Mobius interference? Ooh, higher enemy value? Probably should have hit the launch charge sooner to get more out of it. Alright, so things are going well thus far. Too well. Bam. Maybe I should just be using an auto attack in order to just set up the cancel if I don't want them dying immediately. Alright, that's good stuff. Can I get anything else good? That's always good. Feels weird just expending so much so quickly. Okay, I don't know why Riku and Minana got targeted, but either way, die.
Much appreciated.
Alright, now Moneyback shows up. Not the most useful, to be fair, but may as well just take a point. Let it be a 1-point wonder for now. Bam.
Everyone, to me.
Thanks for that.
Well, may as well improve it by a hair. I'll need to start stockpiling now. I don't think the Agnes medic appreciated me smacking it about like that. Not that it mattered in the grand scheme of things. Huh. I'll take the slight damage reduction. Yep, that seems like a fair trade. I'm not using the shuffle tickets all that much.
I won't let any of you die. It's shaping up to be a battle.
Ah, sucker.
Good going.
Alright. Let's build up to 10k again.
Any of you die.
Should probably build up more than that given the circumstances. There we go. That gives me some leeway. Let's let it build up a bit further then, since I've only got one shuffle ticket right now anyway. Alright, one straight shot from the plant, and that did what? A third of my health? Yeah, it's gonna start getting hairy at this point. Let's see. I don't have to worry about hitting very hard right now. Well, I don't have to worry about missing right now, so let's just do that. We'll skip it for now.
Any of you die. Be all that
Alright. Go ahead and build up using the launch charge. Excellent.
We know pushovers.
Let's see. You know what? That's an expensive upgrade. We'll take it.
I won't let any of you die. Be all that
Perfect. Alright, we're fine for the moment. Yeah, may as well. That means it'll ramp up faster even if I'm playing cautiously. Which will hopefully work out in the grand scheme of things. Wow, when did Masha take so much damage? Let's see, what was this? Yeah, it's a slight attack boost, so I'll take it. Anything good if I go digging further? You know what? Max HP for our healers? Yes, please. See, that's how these are supposed to go, but as you're seeing, it's not quite that simple anymore. Ticket line I don't think is as useful now. Let's just bolster max HP. Make sure that we can survive what's coming. Or at least are more likely to. I'll give up a shuffle ticket for launch. I think that'll put me to 3. Yes. Perfect. Ooh, there was a lucky monster among that. I saw 10k go up there. Nice. Okay. Healers maxed out. More score based on score. Well, more damage based on score. I don't think I need to slow it down. Ah, great. OBS, what are you doing? Twice in one stream? Really? Twice in one stream? Is it an internet problem or is it a computer problem? Is it a network problem? Is it OBS? What's going on? Huh. Might be network or computer related. Yeah, there was an issue with the connection. What the hell? Eh. Well, I think the game is telling me to call it a night. Well, once we're done with this... they're all curse emblems, huh? I don't want to give up max HP right now. I don't know if that's the correct decision, given the circumstances, but I'd rather not take a chance with my HP. Just one kick from a giraffe and I'm down to a third? Oof. Alright. Use that. Anything else worth? Yeah, I'll take that. Alright, heal this. Cool. Alright, how close are we to an... Ooh! Wait a minute, I just realized I've used a launch charge right before a boss fight. Luckily, this should be an easy one, relatively speaking, but ugh, I am intelligent. Uh-oh. That didn't kill immediately. Alright, this is gonna start getting dicey. Alright. We're about to hit a make or break point amongst this. Level 100 is an important stage. I'll be very curious to see how we end up doing in the grand scheme of things there. That's gonna be a fascinating one. Okay. Actually, before I get too far along, let me remind myself who to focus on for level 100. Take out him first? Got it. I may as well.
I hope that any of you die.
Boom. Smart move. I keep spamming the same buttons over and over and they fall over. Let's see. We'll try this. I'm sure it'll have no negative consequences at all whatsoever. Uh-huh. Bam. Cool. Let's see. That's not worth. That's also not worth. We'll just live without. And leave without, apparently. No. I don't need shuffle tickets as much. We'll just take Winds of Fate. Ooh, lucky monster. Nice. Kill. Perfect. Well, that has its use if things drag out for a bit, because that'll synergize a bit with the debuff to break emblem. That was another build I saw where you took Senna, put her on, well, Sagiri's class, and then say, oh, debuffs are normally trash, but when you have debuff to break, well, do the math. Wasn't able to pull it off properly on easy mode, though I did. Though, as you might expect, they also recommend you do stuff such as have Masha present anyway, so maybe I just didn't build it right. Alrighty. You really want me to pick one of those, don't you? Well, too bad I'm not. Alright, go ahead and use one of these. I think I can build up the rest without too much trouble. Alright, fine so far. You really like the shuffle tickets, don't you? May as well. If the auto attacks me that other people take aggro away from me, I'll take it. Okay, definitely not doing that. I can shuffle the Archsage Whimsy if in a pinch. Alright, there we go. Alright. So far, so solid. Ugh. Lost half of my HP because of that. I think it's your computer. I wonder about that, because this would be a relatively new phenomenon. Good, we're targeting the console that needs to die first. Okay, good. Okay, I think I can manage. Oh, perfect. Okay. That was one of the riskier ones. Thankfully, it didn't end up playing much of a role in the end, but that could have been bad depending on the circumstances. Okay. Sure. Anything good? I may as well keep leaning into this. I wonder how much of what I'm doing is because of the fact that I'm using Kamaravi's class in arts. Yeah, it might be a decent part of it. It's not worth giving up a small power boost for. There we go. Okay, doing fine for now. I kind of wanted to see you first time you finished the whole thing. Well, I did so on easy mode as a test run, but we'll see how things go with normal. Bam. Perfect. Okay, good. Oh wait, shoot, I messed up the order. I might have to chain attack out of this. Actually, yeah, let's not take a chance on this. Okay, yeah, do not want to mess up like that. Okay, so. There we go. Oh wow. That's doing a lot. Huh, I did more than I expected. Okay. Alright, we'll lead with this. Nice. That could be enough to max it out, not quite. Alright. We'll let you have some fun then with this. I think Rex will be enough to just break you at this point. At that point, if one of the Kavesi are still around, or one of the infantry are still around, we can just leave it there. Alright, cool. And it should maintain at least part of the chain attack. I guess we'll see. Alright, don't mess up like that again. There we go. Make sure you use summon elements before element genesis, otherwise you're going to be in trouble. And, just to make sure that you can keep dragging things out below 50%, we'll do that. Perfect.
I hope that any of you die. Don't go dropping dead on me now.
Cool. Alright. Getting there. Nah. Nah, to a lot of these. Cool. I'm starting to regret going for the shuffle tickets, although these would have been useful if I needed to find a character that I could use.
I won't let any of you die. Hitting hard.
Alright. Kill the leader. Quickly. You're not dead yet? Alright. I think I can afford to get munched here. Ooh, the topple kicked in. Nice. Phew. Okay, that was dicey, but we were fine. We were fine. I'm taking a risk kneecapping my damage by doing that, but I think I can get away with it. Alright, I can get away with it for the moment. I'll have to see what it looks like once we reach further along. Yeah, we'll leave it there for now. Okay, cool. Wait, there was a lucky monster amongst that? Okay. I'll take a discount card. Well, an improvement the same. Fine. I should probably just keep building up score at this point, given the circumstances. Event Rush? Okay, that could be tricky. Okay, cool. I needed to burn a launch charge anyway, so we were fine. We were fine. In theory. Yeah, may as well. If it means that we have a greater chance of landing break and then topple, I'll take it. You mostly wanted to see my reaction to the late game bosses? To be fair, Stage 130 definitely has a surprise baked in. That is entirely fair. Okay, no, not area attack. That is how you get yourself killed. Okay, that's a lot of damage I took. Oof. Unfortunately, you really do want the power charge from the middle ability, well, from cross impact before you really lay into them, so there is a degree to which I can delay attacking to try and have somebody else take the hit instead. Okay, definitely don't need more shuffle tickets. Alright, I don't think I need to throw too much more in. How are we looking on our chain attack meter?
I hope that any of you die.
Still don't have it all the way up yet, huh? Okay, how are you not dead yet? Please, anchor shot. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. It was on back foot long enough to where it didn't matter. Cool. Perfect. What about 140? That one I didn't have time to properly appreciate because I was in bloody panic mode. Okay, I'm having to start throwing quick draw and Flame Lord in order to kill these guys. I definitely want to make sure the Nopalm Watch falls below 50% now to get as much damage out as possible. I mean, a 5x boosted damage if I'm willing to let it get damn close to the end. I probably don't want to touch it anymore. It may be worth even dragging out a couple fights just to try and ensure that I'm, well, just to ensure that I make the most of it. Okay. Boss fight time. Okay! Oh wait, it's Right, it's this one. Right. It's stage 120 the Queen of Keves comes out. Die quickly, please. Crap, I don't have chain attack either. Kill, please. Please, kill. Okay, we're fine. Kreese can be deadly, but he's survivable. Ugh. Okay, we're fine. Okay, we're fine. I did better that time than I did the first time I encountered that, so I'm happy. Okay, I thought it was 130 that you got Queen of Keves.
I won't let any of you die.
Have we a surprise for them?
Ow. Okay, good thing I had enough launch charges. Ow. And may as well build this up so that I can have chain attack up faster. Well, blam. You should have recorded the reaction. It was an experiment, so I did record the footage, but not audio.
I wonder if they'll put up a fight.
Wouldn't be the first time something like this has happened, to be fair. 'Cause I think there was a time when I was doing the... Oh right, it was when I was messing with the challenge battles and doing the easy mode ones to try and get a sense for them. And then I see, wait, hang on, why is Riki here? I don't like either of these. I'm shuffling them. Yeah, that's fine. Quite alright. Actually, with how much I've told the Opon Watch to stay put, am I even gonna get the 50%? Well, below 50%? Uh-oh. Okay, good thing I had evasion on that. Well, thanks to quick draw. That could have been bad. Uh-oh. Okay, big boy's down. The Keves troopers should be easy prey. Cool. Alright, starting to get dicier. I'm gonna really start needing the Nop Watch to fall. Well. Okay, good. That's manageable. I don't think I want any of these at this point. Hang on, give me a second. I need to check something with OBS. Cool. Whoops. Don't need that. Just hang on to the score. Oh hey, Mobius interruption. Haven't heard from you in a while. And you're actually still standing. There we go. Thank you, launch charge. Good time to use it since I had 3 anyway, so that's fine. Alright. I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen anyone drop on my team yet. It's making me nervous for when we get to... Well, 140 is the real test. Ooh, high enemy value. Nice. I'll happily take advantage of that. Not that it matters over much yet. I need to save my launch charge for the boss. You know what? I don't think I'm buying anything anymore. I'm just gonna let that go. I don't think there's anything more that I should buy, given the circumstances. Okay. I can't remember which one I need to take down first. I think it might have been the other one, actually, that they recommended I take down first. Okay, you know what? I just saw myself take a hefty amount of damage. We're just hitting the button. Hopefully I'll have it when I need it. Again, in stage 140. I did the first time round, but we'll see if it works the same way here. Cool. We'll at least be able to have you toppled when it comes round. Cool. Alright, that'll probably... Oh, didn't go over. Nice. In that case, Masha will be perfect for the final one. Ooh, it looks like Tyon's even in the field. Excellent. I'll have him move next. Nice.
I have an idea. Here
Alright. Nice, nice. Good opener. And then... not quite enough to get a real good hit, but hey, I'll take it. And then I think if we can get an attacker, and then end with Alexandria, in theory we have Tyon do the finals. Ooh, perfect.
idea. Let Banana handle. Let Banana handle.
Ooh, actually, better idea. This shouldn't max out. Oh wait, it did. Crap. Well, I still have another round, so I guess it's fine. Alright, we just need to AoE in order to knock out the other one quickly. Let's see, what kind of AoE do we have? Let's see, I think this is your only AoE. Let's hope Tyon gets something good with Inferno Dance onto the other one. Okay, that'll have to do. Okay, cool. Uh-oh, that could be bad. Thank you, Rex. Oh right, I forgot you can also inflict launch. Usually I don't get to see it, though. Well, it's free. Okay, looking at how far the Nop Watch has gone, I don't think I'm getting it for the final battle. Hopefully that won't end up coming back to bite me, unless I want to try dragging things out by not just immediately murking them. That might be worth the risk, actually. Yeah, we'll start integrating that move in. And I probably shouldn't have, looking at that. How do I already have Element Genesis back? Okay. We're almost to the 50% mark. At that point, we start slowly getting damage incrementing in our favor. Okay.
Appreciate.
Can you even get a Mobius interference on boss fights? There we go. Alright. Feels weird to be intentionally dragging out a fight in the Archsage Gauntlet, but I feel it's necessary at this point.
I won't let any of you die.
The wiki says it's possible. Well, I guess we'll see when it comes time for it. Okay, we're fine. Although, I think I can AoE BS it, well, into oblivion, so I guess we'll see. Although, oh man.
I won't let any of you die. Don't go dropping dead on me now. Bad luck. Good going.
Alright. We'll be told when it hits 50%. Hopefully it does before 140. Or this could be troublesome. Imagine if we lose on 140. I could see it happening.
Don't let your guard down for a second. No time for casual.
Ooh, Nia got dropped? Huh. I didn't expect Nia to be the one to get dropped. I instinctively almost went for the Nopon watch. See, Rex just took a metric ton of damage, and that's more what I would expect to fall first. And I just nearly fumbled that. Alright, final one. Alright, looks like we're not entering with the extra damage from last ditch effort. Alright. Moment of truth.
I won't let any of you die.
Okay, no, you are not being allowed to use that move either. No. I don't have chain attack. Ah, hell, it inflicted blaze on all of us. Okay, one down. Are we fine? Are we fine? Are we fine? Are we fine? Ooh. I did not expect to win that on the first attempt. Damn.
Archsage wanted to see.
Huh. Huh. I didn't expect to actually win that. Especially once I saw that I didn't have chain attack built up. Phew. Okay, yeah. Winning strategy. And that was it working effectively as it should be. To think I don't even have all the accessories built up to where all of the heroes here didn't have the ultimate damage possible. Because you can end up doing a decent amount with Masha and the accessories you get from it. Alrighty. Look at all that. Huh. That might actually be the ideal way to grind now. Just making attempts at that.
It all went as projected.
Did it, Tyon? Alrighty. As you can see, I've been making heavy progress on this as well. I don't expect that I'll use all these, but I may as well just throw what I have into it. Okay, nice. Very nice. Okay. That'll have to do. Actually, may as well buy some accessory materials while I'm at it. That should do. May as well go show that off real quick, and then we'll call it a night. Now do it on hard. Oh, that's gonna be rough. Doing it on hard is gonna be tough. I suspect I'm gonna have much less leeway than I did there, which is gonna make things all sorts of painful. But, okay, good. I can focus more on side quests and the like next time I jump into this. So, let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick. So, I guess to give an idea as to how useful these are, so this right here, I think the only thing that is better than this is the ring that you get from, I think there's a particular Legacy of the Seven Shrine I haven't visited yet, where I can get something that'll boost by 40%, but this also gives the extra buffs alongside that, so it ends up all coming out in the wash by the end. So, you can end up getting some really useful stuff in here,
That ought to do it.
including stuff geared towards, let's see, extending days duration. That's not great, but
That ought to do it.
evasion's useful, depending on what I end up needing it for.
Glad to be of service.
Alrighty, that'll give me some more opportunities to experiment. I don't think any of those are ones I need for the Archsage Gauntlet strat, but they may be useful elsewhere. Let's see. Alright, may as well run through this real quick just to make sure everything's good. Cool. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and call it there.
It's good to keep a record.
Nice. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so the original plan was that I would likely need more than one attempt at the normal mode version of the Gauntlet, but I am very grateful for the fact that I didn't, and I'm expecting that I will need multiple attempts at hard mode, so here's what I'm planning for Xenoblade going forward. So, let me just get out my list real quick of everything that remains. So let's see, there's very little left as far as the emblems to get, so that's nice. Let's see, so we'll have side quests, a couple more soul hacker abilities, which we'll get as we're doing side quests, all the maps shown off, all the colony affinity maxed out, all challenge battles reached with S rank, all super bosses defeated at their highest level on hard mode, get all the Legacy of the Seven stuff, the armory stuff, and then see to that no pawn, so I'll need to spend, although some of that can be done offline. So, looking at the time we were able to spend, we were only able to knock out something like 3 or 4 side quests, albeit with some distractions along the way. So, I suspect we'll be spending a few weeks yet just trying to knock out all of those side quests, given how things have been going. But that should be relatively smooth sailing at this point, since we've gathered all we need for the next one, and there'll be a decent number tucked away in there. And then I think the next 4 after that are ones that I already have unlocked and ready to go. And although one of them is the Nopon registered, which about time we got that sorted. So we'll see how it ends up working out in the long run. So we'll be at this game for a while yet. And because we are coming close to the end, I'm still going to be spending a decent amount of time offline with it. And to that end, I've decided how I'm going to handle everything else with respect to this game. The majority of it will be stuff we do offline. Well, a decent amount will be stuff offline, where I'll need to work on getting the remaining 2 Nopon 7-star medals, as well as make sure the armies are good. I think we did get rain, so I should be able to check on those and get some collectibles sorted for that. But my thinking is, offline, you're going to be seeing at least 2 videos, maybe 3. For the hard mode Archsage Gauntlet, I'm expecting it to take multiple attempts. And because of that, and because I have more time offline to record than online, I think it makes sense for me to record the hard mode attempts offline and make a compilation out of the attempts. So I can show off every time I failed to get the build to because of a character that didn't show up, so that I can show every time there was problems with just a stage that gives me a hefty amount of trouble. And that way, it's not just end of a stream, let's see what kind of trouble we get up to, then it's all collected in one place. And it's the hilarious moments principally, because that took us something like an hour and a half to get through. And that was normal mode. This is going to take a while. Can we watch you do it the first time? No, I think I'm going to handle it all offline. We've seen me go at the hard mode Archsage Gauntlet a couple times without the strat. And we've seen what it looks like when we've got normal mode with the strat. Let's wait and have that be the final thing that's uploaded for this. Well, not quite the final thing, because there's going to be one, maybe two other things uploaded besides that. One might take a while, and that's the Uni is Literally Me compilation. I am working on that a little bit here and there, in between other stuff. The other will be Concluding Thoughts, which will be the final thing I post as far as, well, in order to effectively close the book, outside of any, well, it will likely come out before the Uni is Literally Me compilation, but still. Know what I mean is do it once, I'm not sure what that last word is. Still, it's going to take a while to get through everything, so I want to make sure that I have enough time for the side quests and all that fun stuff. So it makes sense to me to make the attempts at hard mode offline, especially since that'll allow me the opportunity okay, I'm not sure. Oh, clear in one try? Definitely not tonight, but well, if I clear it in one try, I will upload the attempt. That sound fair? I don't expect it to take one attempt. Not with the fact that both times I've done it now, it was close. Apparently, if I want something that's super reliable, I'm better off going up to something like the Lapidaris Evasion build, more so than anything else. Still, we'll see how it turns out. I think it makes more sense to do as a compilation offline. I know there is the appeal of watching it live, but at the same time, I want to make something funny out of it. And I just have more time offline anyway, because looking ahead to the rest of the schedule, we've got the Metroid Prime 4 video that I'm actively working through, and fortunately on that count, audio editing has been wrapped up as of this morning, and I've reached, actually, let me go ahead and pull that up real quick. Let me bring Caden live so I have the numbers in front of me. Come on, you. Shouldn't be taxing your memory too much to have this up. You've got a blank screen effectively to look at. Maybe it's a hard drive problem. I didn't have this issue before switching over to... Okay, really? You're taking this long to load up? Ugh, okay. Let's kill Reaper and see if that helps. What else can I kill? I don't need these two. Either way. Eventually it'll be seen to, but I guess for some reason my video editing software is being slow to load, but short version, we've got... Oh, there it goes. So I just hit the 18-minute mark as far as video editing, and I've got 26 more minutes of my voice that need to be paired to something. I think I've done most of the instances where I would cut in with a clip. I think there's one more that needs to be added, and I think that's next on the chopping block. Yeah, because I've got a moment in Ice Belt I wanted to highlight, but apart from that, so it's going to be in the 40 to 50 minute range, but I should have the first draft done within the next few days. At that point, I should have it done by some point in the middle of, well, let's see, probably before Ash Wednesday, which, Wednesday the 18th. That's what I'm aiming for right now. Depending on, well, if I can get that wrapped up, that takes away a major time sink to where I can then spend a bunch more time offline and potentially online sorting things out. If it does happen, I'll upload the full vid. Yeah, fair enough. If I get it in one go, I'll upload the full thing. If I don't, then I do the compilation and make a whole song and dance out of it. Still, we'll see how it turns out. For now then, is there anything else worth mentioning? Probably not. I guess as a general update, I've already talked through what I'm up to with Metroid Prime 4. The video is coming along nicely. Very nicely. So, I'm happy with the editing so far. Hopefully things continue to go well. Haven't needed to do too many modifications there. Let's see. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by my editing software now. Okay, turn that off. So, once that's sorted, I'll need to reassess where my focus will lie, as I do have other things I'll want to look at eventually. Although, I think I know where I'm going with the review channel for the next while, even after the Prime 4 video's done, but we'll have to see. Either way, that should open up time for me to also loop back and continue working through the game backlog as well. So, for now then, thank you all for stopping by. Next time we jump into this game, I'm debating between either working on the challenge battles, see what we can do just to knock those out as well, give me more opportunities to get the good accessories, or, potentially, we can jump in and just do more side quests. I'm not sure which yet. I'm thinking challenge battles might make the most sense, although, or would it make more sense to do the unique monsters? Hard to say. I'll figure it out in due time, I suppose. For now, thank you all for stopping by. I suppose I've rambled enough. So, especially since my voice is about to die. Guess I'm not doing any recording for the next video tomorrow. So, next time we jump in, I'll figure out what I'm doing, and hopefully everything will go well. Very descriptive. So, thank you all for stopping by. I hope this was entertaining for you, and I will see you all later. Take care.